Hello, I'm here. I've been thinking about when I should attempt the stars. I'm thinking that I don't activate the last tower, or maybe even the last bridge, until I've gotten all the stars. So I do West 2, and then I do West 3, except for the bridge and the tower. And then I go do the golden areas. Rocky highland terrain. Dramatically sculpted.
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
Oh, snap.
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Well, Athena has to.
Does she?
Yeah.
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
What's this? Activator? What? I... I don't really understand what this thing does. It looks like... So it deactivates blue fields within range when connected to the...
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
Byron just described himself as an explorer, not a leader. That was in the past. Maybe Byron has changed.
Hey, 1K, how are you? Both? What do you think? They are pretty impressive. It would have taken our ancestors years to make these. Athena probably just made them in a day.
They don't actually get to respond to how's it going. Doesn't quite reach. It calls them activators, but it's still not clear to me what they're activating exactly. It's like blue walls and gates so far. People keep seeing metaphors in everything Athena does. Okay. Linux. Hey, isn't that the person that really wants the Somnodrome?
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
Over here. What do you want this time, Pandora? Nothing. You want something out of this one? Don't understand you, Pandora. Hello. Hello. to get back here. I didn't realize I could jam those things. I was thinking I would use the jammer to block it, but
Word. Keep going.
like this would... Okay, that works too, whatever. I was thinking I would just physically like place the jammer in the way of it, but jamming it, the thing itself works too. I have to look up that word again, epiphenomenal. Secondary phenomenon that occurs alongside or in parallel to a primary phenomenon. Does it activate the button, or is it... No, it's activating this, I think.
touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay. Cornelius and Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was.
1K, we have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience.
This one? You find the Somnodrome?
Ah, 1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the Founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new. I am. I believe the Founder has already taught us everything we need. As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it? I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
YOLO. Jeff. You also him.
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long. Yes, intrinsically. I'm what you might call a primordial element of the human psyche, an adjudicator of what is and what isn't. I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin. You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device and, though you may be trapped in this recursive psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive. Now, what is your query? You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever. The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave. On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator. I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows. And I can drink margaritas subconsciously. The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query? I think you'll agree that's an ethical question, so you'll forgive me if I just tell you the universal moral law and leave you to work out the implications for yourself. As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us. The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex. Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs. You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query? I expected no less. What is your query? Moral disagreement comes in two shapes: mistaken and extra mistaken. Some of the time, people are acting from compassion, but with bad reasoning. But most of the time, it's because someone thinks that what's right for them must be right for everyone else. Then let's tackle the big question. A trolley will collide with someone, but who should it hit? Your compiler is telling you both options are bad, so which should you choose? Many moral questions have universally agreeable answers, but some stubbornly trend to infinity. Some, the more you zoom into them, the more wild the outcomes become. Is it right to love someone who's done terrible things? Which of the children should I sacrifice to the trolley god? These aren't the sorts of questions we can solve with a rule. We just have to trust the outcome of our moral compilers. Suppose there's a river we need to cross. Suppose I gave you a map. If you tried to cross that river before reading the map, you'd be chest deep in water when there's a bridge around the bend. But if you tried to cross by looking at the map instead of the river, you'd already be dragged 3 miles out to sea. But you'd never ask, how should I know when to trust the map or the river? Because all you need to trust is that your feet are getting wet. And you wouldn't tell people not to cross at the ford just because you decided to cross at the bridge. Now, has that resolved your query?
I don't understand what you said, but sure.
Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome _V2_final_final.bat.
This is Windows. -1. Okay.
"1K, are you all right?" "You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried.
What?
So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once." "Why? Whatever is necessary for the greater good, of course. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Didn't want to fry it. Whoops. Would be so excited. I have regrets about going in that thing, but I feel like once I chose the first option, it was either I do it or no one does it. Maybe I should have tried to edit the settings. Can I just tell people it didn't work? Should have given it to someone else to do it. Hey.
1K? What did you see inside the Somnodrome? Fascinating. What did it tell you? I'm not sure I understand, but the subconscious is hardly my expertise. That the Somnodrome worked at all is already remarkable. What matters now is that we download the data packet from your memory and share it as widely as possible. It may upset some people, but everyone has the right to form their own opinions. Good. There's one more thing. Do you have an opinion on the meaning of your experience in the Somnodrome? Good. The scientific method demands rigorous objectivity. For this data to have any value at all, it's essential we examine it without preconceived notions of what it means. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter. When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
"1K, the people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live." Attention, citizens of New Jerusalem. I'm here with 1K, the first of our kind to use a functioning Somnodrome. Tell us, 1K, what did you see inside? Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say you're handling it with remarkable cool. But let's not keep people in suspense. The only evidence of what happened inside that machine is the data stored in your memory banks. Our audience wants to know, What did you learn? And will you share that data?
I'm transmitting it to Helga just to see what she does with it.
I'm seeing this at the same time you are at home. Something about our moral compiler. The value of compassion and understanding. I don't know what to make of this. 1K, any comment?
One key is right. When our ancestors discovered conductance, they didn't freeze for fear of electrocution. They imagined electronic life and created us. We will approach this data and any other discoveries with that same spirit of curiosity and objectivity.
There you have it, folks. A lot here to digest. We'll have further updates on the situation as it develops.
Okay, well that was something. Not sure I handled that correctly, but it's fine. Got a red anywhere? I'm confused. Is there actually a red somewhere? A red light source? Laser source somewhere? That's like obvious that I'm missing? Well, I can do this. It's probably something to that. What does this box do me? How do you turn on this fan? Oh, I see. You turn it on with the actuator, maybe. Do something wacky like this. People are gonna be mad at me for using the Somnodrome. Oh no.
Mayor Hermanubis, what would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority. Not this alleged theory of everything.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you, and I promise.
Flashlight?
We will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
I admire your persistence, 1K.
him from? AIDS is down there. So let's see what's up here. Prometheus altar? Okay. It's pointing off in some direction. How do I get started here? Why can I? What does it do for me that I can remove this fan? Can I take something with me? The ladder? No. Wait, I can move this further back. I throw this over. Well, I can put this closer with the box. What does this do for me that I have both active at once? Well, now I can reclaim this. I can't... Problem is I can't leave it disconnected. Because the moment I disconnect it, this thing closes again. Still unclear how I can maneuver it. Well, I could take this box back now. What can I do with the free box? The problem is that I can't pick this up at all. Because once I pick it up, that gate isn't opening again. It wasn't clear to me if this gate is something that would descend or not. Does it matter either way? Because I still... Even if this gate would descend, then I still can't get down. So many boxes here. So many materials, but I don't... But I'm locked by this thing. Well, I could bring... So, let's say I bring this in, right? I can connect this. I can put this back here, right? And then this was reachable. Then that was majestic, the way it's slid out. Liftress here? Trevor? Trevor.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead, and you're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why yeah, you know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
Uh-oh, Trevor, you got feelings for someone? Someone special?
What can I do for you?
Nothing, apparently.
Sometimes new citizens come to me and they want to learn from me. My work appears to have created a legend of sorts. In these moments, I understand your situation. I want to teach them, but what they must learn the most is independence of thought. How does one resolve this contradiction? They wish to come along on my journeys, but I do not need a group of fawning acolytes following my every step. A journey truly worth undertaking is rarely easy. And so, I have begun to think of a much greater challenge. A journey that is almost impossible, to the far ends of the world without any mechanized means of transportation. This will be a true act of faith, and they will learn a great deal from it, if we survive.
Which?
To create, to understand, and to transform, these are the greatest acts of humankind.
mean, I got to see Hello Milton. Elo Milton. That was cool. Oh, here it is, the last one. Hello, box. Okay, box liberated. This should work better. Now what? On there. Is that a kill plane? Yeah, not surprising. I'm still waiting for people to be upset that I didn't save the Somnodrome for someone else. Well, so I could go into the Somnodrome, and then I did choose to transmit all the data. So maybe I wasn't the most qualified person, but I did guarantee that everyone got to see it at least. That's something. It was not clarified up front that it was a one-shot. Pandora?
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story. You said that hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it. And you were right. Hope is not gone from the world. Some small part of it still survives. But it is not in the flame or in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect. Then remember what I've told you, and do not lose hope.
So, Melville, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
Nothing is really safe. You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
Objects are not inherently safe or unsafe, but behaviors are. Surely there are objects that lend themselves to safety more than others. Okay, I got through this world pretty fast, with 1 star at least. Okay, 1 area remaining, and then the golden puzzles. I think I'll stop there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day or night. I'll see you later. Bye.